Hi guys, Crazy Skin Dog here, and we've got another race video for you. It's been quite a long break since the last one, unfortunately, due to all the obvious going-ons with the pandemic and working through that and everything. And as we can see, nice big hole in our right tyre and a bit of a chunk out of our left. So we got some high quality tyres on our kart for our practice / qualifying session here. Hopefully it won't affect us too badly. And as you just saw there, we've got some photographers. At this one they were taking some marketing photos for the guys that run the track. They did put them up on Facebook after, but I don't think I ended up in any of the produced ones. So no fancy pictures of me going around the circuit, I'm afraid. But yeah, so this one we were same theory as previous ones. 10 minutes I believe it was, qualifying session, go around, see how fast we can get our times down to, practice a few pit stops, and then the race, I believe this time was a half an hour race, and because it was slightly longer than previous ones we had to make 2 pit stops during the race. Couldn't do it in the first 5 minutes or the last 5 minutes, I think was the limit. It's been a few months now. Do our little stop test so that we can show we know where the brake pedal is, spoiler, it's the big red one, and do some amazing tyre warm up, really get the heat into those tyres, try and dig those holes even bigger on the front right there. And so yeah, we're going to go out, get feel for our kart, get feel for the track, get settled in, get ready for a lot of karting ahead of us this evening, which is fantastic stuff. One of the guys, so there's a couple of guys that were new at this race, 2 or 3, I think it was 3, that hadn't raced before. So I wasn't the noob this time. No excuses for finishing last in this one, I'm afraid. So hopefully we can finish not last. And yeah, we're just going to follow it around, try and catch up, get past, have some clear air, and get some practice in, really. And yeah, so we're going to follow him around down into the first tyre pit. We're going to catch right up to him there. He's slipped the back end down, we're just going to slip on by. No problem, it's a nice bit of clear track ahead. And yeah, off we go. See if we can put some laps in. Somebody up ahead getting some kind of warning there from the marshal. Going a bit slower in that final corner, so again, right on the back of him straight away. Yeah, he's gone wide, and then we've been overtaken up the inside. So now we're going to follow the obviously faster guy, see if we can learn some tricks. I'm still very slow around this top section. Just couldn't get the first corner, that first hairpin at the bottom of the ramp right, and that just costs you time all the way around that top section. And we can see he's already pulled away. Right, so here we are, a bit later in the session, and talking to faster guys, we're going to point them through and then try and just follow them. I always appreciate that. Let them do their thing, get on. We don't want to ruin anybody else's session. And we might be able to learn something from the lines that they show us. And here we're going to have our first pit stop. We're going for the punch technique and hurting our hand. So we'll watch the orange flashes. I've counted them, I think it flashes 14 times every time, so we'll have to remember that for future sessions, see if we can't jump well not jump, but get the perfect release on our pit exit, because we're a bit slow on the pit exit because we're waiting for the green light, not anticipating when it's going to come. And here, a little bit later in the session, caught up to our newer driver again, and not concentrating, just drive straight into the wall. That's definitely how you go faster. Feeling sorry for us, the guy ahead, he decides to do the same. Yeah, some top-notch drive in there. So we're back on we've caught back up to this guy, and we're clearly fast in there. Looking up the inside, again they lose all that momentum, and we just give him a little nudge, just send him off. And you can just see the momentum loss from bumping another car in these cars. You really have to keep that momentum up, and touching the car in front of the wall really kills it. You just saw on that straight how much space I'd lost. So a guy that was going slow to let me through as well. So since that lap was ruined, decided to do another stop, and we think about the fist punch, but we go for the slap instead, a little bit less painful on the button. It's a very hard button to hit right because it's angled away from you as you approach it. focusing on turning, and yeah, it's quite easy to miss as we did in the previous race. And at this point we're going to push on to later in the session, and I think we're starting to get a bit tired now. It's quite physical going up and down ramp, so I'm coming around this long left-handed, just get it wrong, smack straight into the apex. That's a bit too tight to the apex, so we'll let the faster guy through and just have another practice stop since it's another ruined lap. Might as well get all the pit stop laps we can in. We're definitely going for the slap now. And yeah, going to look at the release again. Can we get it right this time? Wait for that 14th flash. Yeah, a bit slow away again, but we did have a big train of cars coming, so we're gonna take it nice and easy out the pit so we don't end up in the middle of that. Yeah, they look like they're gonna have a bit of fun going into the hairpins now. Yeah, a nice overtake. And we're gonna see if we can get involved as well. Bit of close racing practice. See if we can improve on that. Haven't done much, so it's quite a skill racing very close to another driver. And this is the guy who we've nudged him a couple of times already this session. We don't want to do that again, so we're gonna back out nice and early. And then he's gonna leave door open. Yeah, he's a bit late on the entry, so we just slot up the inside and around the top level. Let's see, I think that might be the end of our session. I think we've decided, yeah, we've slid. Faster kart behind us. Again, the fact is they really do like it when we do that. Hit the wall one more time for good measure. Definitely decide that is it for our practice session, and we will take a look and see how our quali times are looking after that. Okay, so we'll have a look at the timings here, and I'm down there in 8th position, highlighted grey, with a 52.6 as my fastest lap. That was quite disappointing, considering before when I thought I was going relatively slow, I was doing 51.4, things like that. So to be over a second off my kind of normal time was very disappointing for me there. Put me down in 8th position, right behind Carlos, who we finished ahead of in the last race. So hopefully we can replicate that tonight. Beat the three newer guys, which you'd hope we did, considering it was all theirs first time, I believe. And yeah, looking up at the top, that 48.8 really is a hell of a lap. No idea where he pulled that one from. The 49.6 and 50.0 second and third and more of your typically seen fast laps. And to be 2.6 seconds off of that and 3.7 off of the ultimate fastest was very disappointing for me. But plenty of spaces to make up in the race, right? So that's it for the qualifying / practice session. Hopefully we can improve on our performance in the race video coming up next. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye, and we'll see you in the next one.